Here inside of JMHS Gymnasium just concluded. As a reminder, we will be going live throughout the day right here on our YouTube page. When each flight starts, we'll show all of our targets. Targets 1 through 8 will be at the top of your screen, and targets 9 through 16 will be at the bottom. Our live broadcast will conclude after our reports, and a new live stream will begin when the flight. Welcome back to John Marshall High School as the 11 a.m. flight just concluded. I'm Maddie Wilson, and you're watching WJMH Media's live production on our YouTube page. Joining me for this broadcast is WJMH Junior and JM Archer Chris Evans. You may have seen Chris shooting in the broadcast the rest of the day. Thank you for joining us, Chris. Can you tell us a little bit about your history with archery and why you decided to join the club?
I joined the club in about, I believe, seventh grade, and the point of I had joined because in sixth grade, at the very end of the year in gym, we had done like a little like archery bit for like a week, and I ended up really enjoying that. So in the next year, I ended up joining archery, and since then, I've just kind of enjoyed it and always had like a talent for it.
We've been sharing some of JM Senior's favorite memories throughout the day. Would you mind sharing one of your favorite memories as well?
So of course, there's like the time that I won. I believe it was a second place overall boy at a tournament. Oh, I can't remember which one it was, but besides from that, one of my favorite memories was when someone shot an arrow, and that we have clipboards that we score on. Well, usually they were keeping them on top of the target, but this one got shot. It fell down, and another person impaled it while it was falling. And since then, we are not allowed to put the clipboards on top of the target.
Well, thanks again for joining us after your shoot this morning. Don't forget, we'll be going live right here on our YouTube page throughout the day.
When each flight starts, we'll show all targets. Targets 1 through 8 will be on the top of your screen, and targets 9 through 16 will be on the bottom.
At the end of each flight, we'll bring you some quick updates. After those updates, our broadcast will conclude and a new live stream will begin when the next flight starts. All live broadcasts will be saved to a playlist with the flight time listed in the title, so you can rewatch specific flights at any time. We'll be showcasing JM Senior Kirsten Moses soon, but first, we want to share a message from the archery team.
The team would like to wish one of our parents extra special wishes of luck and prayers for her continued fight against cancer. Kelly Ullum is the mom of Shelby Ullum, a senior shooter on our team. Kelly is an avid supporter of our archery team and its members.
During our time preparing for and attending this tournament, we can tell that the archery has a great community. If you are interested in bringing NASP to your school, you can do so in just a few steps.
The first step is talking with school administration and getting their agreement to offer the program in school during the day. Typically, this is done as part of the physical education classes.
After an agreement has been made, instructors will need to complete a NASP Basic Archery Instructor or BAI training. These are offered regularly through the year at many locations in each state. The training shows how to safely set up the range, teach the program, and will answer most questions. After training, the next step is to buy equipment for the program, which can be ordered directly from NASP.
For complete details on how to bring NASP to your school, visit naspaschools.org, click the Opportunities tab, and then go to Getting NASP Started in Your School. You can also contact NASP if you have any questions or need help at info at... One moment, we're having a small technical difficulty. You can also contact NASP if you have any questions or need help at info at naspschools.org. Again, the website is naspaschools.org, and the email address is info@naspschools.org.
We would like to once again thank everyone who made today's tournament and broadcast possible. This includes Tom Cook and the Marshall County Health Department, John Marshall's maintenance, Jeff Coleman,
The tournament setup committee, lane scorers for assisting in making sure the tournament runs smooth and effectively,
coaches, parents, shooters, and families for their support of the sport,
and Marshall County Schools administration, principals, faculty, and staff for making sure every student has a place to shoot.
This year's 19 JM Archers earned the Academic Archer Award. This award honors archers each year for their academic achievement.
In order to receive this award, students must be in grades 10 through 12 and have a 3.5 GPA or higher. They also cannot have a D or F in their high school transcript. Congratulations to the following JM Archers for earning this reward: Kenny Eric, Caitlin Briggs, Natalie Briggs, Trixie Callasy, Hayden Daniels,
Brianna Emery, Chris Evans, Cody Harding, Megan Huff, Brandon Lilly,
Cruz Logsdon, Claire McAlooey, Kristen Moses, Hiram Pelly, Kira Seiko.
Nick Sessoms, Shelby Ulam, Paige Wallace, and Isaac Woods.
We want to remind you of the guidelines being followed during today's tournament to maintain the safety and health of everyone involved. These guidelines were originally set up by NASP.
The NASP guidelines were then presented to the Marshall County Health Department, who approved them in today's event and are being enforced by the tournament coordinators. Some of the steps outlined by NASP and being taken to ensure proper safety and social distancing include limited occupancy, mask wearing by everyone in the building, including archers, spectators, and our broadcast crew, official scores for each lane to avoid extra touching of scoring materials, a specified entrance and exit for our participants and spectators, and entrance limited to the time of each archer's flight. Thank you again to everyone who has made today possible for the archers and for our crew.
Now it's time to take a look at the scores from this morning's 10 a.m. flight. Along with our score updates throughout the day, you can view scores at any time by visiting rlstournaments.com. Once there, click Scores by John Marshall High School to see a full list. Your search can even be filtered by team, flights, gender, and divisions to help you find the scores you're looking for.
We also hope you'll join us for today's virtual award ceremony, which will look at a little different this year to accommodate the safety guidelines were mentioned earlier. Archers and spectators will not be permitted at the ceremony, so a virtual event will be presented live right here on our YouTube page at the conclusion of the tournament.
Last round, we saw JM senior Kirsten Moses on the line. Kirsten is the daughter of Rick and Rebecca Moses. After high school, she plans to attend West Liberty University to major in elementary and special education. Her favorite archery memory is from her freshman year when she shot when she was learning how to shoot and the arrow bounced off the wall bounced off the floor and hit the wall. She almost fell, and the mark from the arrow is still on the wall today.
If you were joining us during the first flight of the day, you will be able to see our tribute to 100 High School's Krista Peraldo, who participated in archery and passed away earlier this week. Before we conclude
this broadcast, we'd want to mention that today's host, John Marshall, took donations at the door. With the donations, the program was able to send 100 High School home with $300 to provide to the Peraldo family to help cover funeral expenses.
Thank you for joining us for this live presentation of archery. We will be back when the next flight begins.